Good morning YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. So today is another collab video. I was asked by the lovely Vicky from Curly Whirly Girly. She is a blogger and a YouTuber, and she is also, I would definitely say, an online friend that I've spoken to over the last maybe 1 or 2 years. She's a really, really wonderful person, such a lovely personality. Her videos, she hasn't got as many up as I have, but she has definitely got quite a few. She's got some tutorials, etc. So go and check her out. We decided that we were going to collab together. We have a lot of palettes that are similar, and we wanted to, like with the other collabs that I do, it's more about using the makeup I've got rather than going out and purchasing more, because as we all know, I have a problem. So we decided to use one that I haven't really used a lot at all, and we're going to do 2 eye looks from the palettes, or 2 looks from the palettes at least. And we're going to use the Makeup Revolution Iconic Pro 2. I'll just show you what that looks like. I have been playing around with it this week. So it's very, the colours don't usually invite me in. I bought it because I got the Iconic Pro one, and I'm a sucker for having a complete package of things. But I mean, there's some really beautiful, all of these are mattes. I think it's quite, to me, cool toned. This is a very cool toned palette, and I don't usually go for that, but I am going to do 2 looks, one of which is a halo look, which I did the other day, and the other is a much more neutral matte look. So I'm going to use the shimmery sort of part of it for a halo look, and then I'm going to do a natural matte look. So I will go away, do my base. I'm going to use my Pure BB Mineral Foundation, my Belle Cosmetics CC Cream as my base, my Pro Conceal, HD Pro Conceal, my Freedom Makeup to cover any of conceal palettes, and of course my number 20 Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and then I'll powder, and then I'll probably go from there. I don't know whether to just get the contour and blush and everything out of the way, because no, I'll get the contour out of the way, and I'm going to use this palette, which is the Pro Ultra Contour palette by Makeup Revolution, which is my absolute favourite at the minute. But I will be using different blushes for each look, because one of them is going to be a little bit more evening than the other. So I will be back once my base is done. I don't know whether you can see, but I sort of have a crease in my face from where I slept last night. Okay. I'm going to powder now and do my contour. That's just my base done, so I will be back. Okay, so I'm back. My contour is done. I'm just about to sort of spritz my face so that it isn't too cakey, and then I'm going to start on the base of my eye look, and I'm going to start with the darker one because actually I'm going to work soon, so I'm going to do 2 looks. And I know it sounds really crazy, but I'll probably just wipe the eye makeup off the lip and the cheek and get back to base with the other one. So I don't want this video to be mega long either. I want to try and keep it to a normal length, as normal as I can. So I'm going to start with the eyes, and I'm going to put on a base, which is my Maybelline Colour Tattoo in On and On Bronze, and I'm going to use a little sponge tip applicator. This bag is so filthy, but it's just so handy for my little travel brushes, so I keep everything in there. So I'm just going to use this as a base. I do like this. I love this as an all-over eye colour, to be honest. I think it's amazing. It's not as good to me as the pink gold. I can't speak. Losing my tongue. Last night I met Miss Budget Beauty and M from its M channel, but it was the first time I'd met Michaela from Miss Budget Beauty, and I had a really lovely time. We went out for dinner at Oaxaca, and I don't know whether you know, but I'll link down their channels anyway if you've never heard of them, either of them. So M from It's M channel, she and I became friends through blogging. We met up in London one night and it was just so lovely to spend some time with her. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. So let's start. I haven't got my normal brushes with me. I have got my sort of travel brushes, so I'll try and do it as best as I can with these. So I've got an angled fluffy brush from Eco Tools, and I'm going to take the peach colour first here. I don't want to blind you. It is a matte. I'm going to put it into my crease, and I'm going to just use that to sort of, so there's a place for the makeup to go. Going to see what the time is. Okay, we've not got long, but I'm all right. Okay, so I've just put that into my crease just so that the makeup has something to hold on to. I learnt this technique from Manny. I don't know why I said it that way. That was really strange. Okay, and next I'm going to take a I really want a pencil brush, but I don't have one, so that's not going to work. I'm just going to use this very small brush here. It's a paddle brush. I'm going to take the dark purple. Let me show you it here because it's probably easier. This dark purple here. And I'm going to use that in the outer corner and the inner corner just to start the halo effect. Now, if you don't know what halo is, it's sort of so you have a brighter middle. It almost looks like you have a gap in your eyes. So I'm just going to put this on there and there. I don't know whether you can see what I'm doing. I'm just putting it in just marginally on there and there. So I've already left the gap essentially, but I'm just going to keep adding to this. So this is quite a purple colour. I'll only do one eye, I think, and then I'll do the other eye for you. And next I'm going to use the, I'm just going to blend it just a little bit because it's just looking a bit harsh. Okay, and then next I'm going to use, there's this lovely colour here at the bottom, this one, it's a shimmer. Shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. We love those. Just to deepen that up a bit and make it a bit more burgundy. Whoosh, that's so dark. That's okay. And take my blending brush again and just blend out. This is clean, by the way. Just blending out the edges a bit because otherwise we are going to be in a bit of trouble. There you go. And then I'm going to use another flatter brush, and I'm going to use this rose gold tone here. It looks golder in the thingy actually. And I'm going to put that just right in the centre. Really build that colour. Now if you haven't tried the Iconic Pro, either of the Iconic Pro palettes, the Iconic Pro rather than the Iconics, they reformulated their shadows so that they just felt a little bit more creamier, a little bit more, what's the word, just that little bit more. And then I'm going to take the darkest colour, which is there, and I'm just going to put that just gently, because it's very pigmented, here in the outer V and right in the corner. So I'm just going to blend all of that just so that it looks a bit more even. Add a bit more of that rose gold in the middle. It's really pretty, this colour actually. If you're looking for a rose gold eyeshadow, I would definitely recommend this. And then just to give it that extra bit of dimension, there is a very light colour here. And I'm just going to take the brush, just cut it down the middle so that it gives it just that little bit more of a shine. I love this. It is so soft. I got it from eBay. It's an L&Y brush. And it's just an L&Y blending brush. It was a couple of pounds, not even that, I don't think. So, love it. So that's the first eye. I'll be back with the second. So I'm back. I've done the look. I have made it, gone under the eye with the purple, and I've put on mascara. And now I'm going to use a cream eyeliner and put that in my waterline. There we go. And finally, I am going to use a stippling brush and the colour New Rules. Look at that, it's amazing. On my cheeks. I never thought I would use anything like this. You don't need a lot. That's why I use a stippling brush, because it doesn't pick up as much product, which is lovely, but you still get the desired effect. Blend it out with this big brush. You really don't need a lot of that. And then on my lips, I'm going to use a the Rimmel Exaggerate lip liner. I'm just going to take that all over my lips. Seem to have overdrawn them. And I'm going to take a nude lipstick in 03 Come Naturally from Essence. Which is like a greyish colour. And then I'm going to use Oh My Gloss in Snog. Just love this one, this is my favourite. Just putting it on the centre. And there you have the first look. It's a halo look using the, I think this is perfect for autumn, the sort of colours that I've used. It's just using the Iconic Pro 2 palette. So I'm going to go away, I'm going to take all this off, and then I'm going to finish the look that I'm going to be wearing for the rest of the day. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, I had to redo my whole face. I had to take it all off and I had to redo it all, and that was trauma, I have to say. So I'm looking shiny now. Oh, I'm going to try and let that cool down a bit. Right, so next eye look. Once again, I am using my base first. And this is definitely going to be a much more natural look using the palette, because I am off to a meeting very, very shortly. I could have been using this time to have breakfast, but instead I'm doing YouTube videos. I can see where my priorities are, which is fine, because if I'm doing YouTube instead of eating, it means I'm not actually hungry, and I only eat when I'm bored, so it's a good way to know when you're hungry and when you're not. So that's the base done quite haphazardly. And this time I'm going to do a really, really neutral eye look using mainly these four colours down the bottom. So, well, they're at the top for me, but they're at the bottom for you. So first of all, I'm going to use this brush. It's quite a big brush from Eco Tools, and I'm going to take the cream colour, and I'm just going to swipe that over the tops of my eyes into my brow bone. And then I'm going to take the colour next to that. I'll show you it. This one here. It's the second one in, if you didn't see it. And I'm going to take the angled brush, she says, there it is, and I'm going to put that in just this side of my crease. Same here. I love using matte shadows for my crease, and they do a lovely matte palette. It's a 32 eyeshadow palette, and my god, it is just stunning. It's just beautiful. And then I'm going to take a flat brush. I've got all these brushes, but I can't find them. Oh, it's covered in purple. Oh, I've got most of that off. And I'm going to take the colour I just used on my brow, and I'm going to take that all over my eye. Really packing this on though. And I think this is why I don't reach for this very often, because there's only one very light matte colour, and I like to have at least two. And the Iconic Pro one does offer two. It's like a very, almost like a white and then a very light cream, which I like. But it's like they've done the opposite here. They've put the shimmers in the white and the cream, and I feel like they should have kept it matte. But I suppose then it'd be the same palette, wouldn't it? We don't want that. So I've just covered my eyelid with that. And I'm going to take, excuse me, I'm going to take this little brush here, and I'm going to take the darker colour, and I'm going to put that into my outer V and the sort of outer third of the eye. I'm going to deepen everything up a bit. It's like a really lovely, I really like the colour of this one actually. It's like a taupey mauvey colour. It's really nice. I'm sure in the Iconic, in the Lorac Pro, which this is a dupe of, Lorac Pro 2, it's got a colour name, because that's what I like, that they sort of simplify it by actually giving it the colour that it's meant to be. Just going to put that in that outer third. And then I'm going to use my blender brush and just blend that in just a bit better. There we go. And then I'm going to take, excuse me, they're quite powdery, but then a lot of my matte shadows are powdery. And then I'm going to take this little teeny tiny pencil brush, and I'm going to take the darkest colour at the end. It's like a charcoal grey rather than black, and just line my eye with that, just to, instead of using an eyeliner, I like to use the darker matte colours just to sort of give the effect of having a dark eyeliner on, but not actually have one on. And I'm just going to gently bring it just into the middle of the eye as well, on the lower lash line. I don't want to overkill, because really I am going into a meeting, and the last thing you want is people to be looking at your eyes like, what on earth? I mean, it's all right for YouTube, but it's not all right for meetings. Okay. So that's that done. It's a lovely neutral eye. It was really simple. You saw how quick and easy that was. And I'm actually going to take that little pencil brush, and I'm going to take the lightest colour once again, and at the end, the matte colour, and just bring it under the eye. Excellent. Using my Freedom mascara, I will just quickly do my mascara, and then I'll be back. Mascara done, and finally my cream pencil once again, just to brighten the eye. Just going in the lower lash line. That was a good idea. Do it while the mascara's wet, Leah. that is that done. I'm just going to tidy that up a little bit because I managed to get mascara under my eye. Oh, just, there we go. I have got a really runny nose. It's so off-putting. It's quite gross, really. And then finally, some blush, and I don't know which one to choose. I've got Fusion and Nude. They're the matte blushes. I think I'm going to go for Nude because I really, really like it. And I'm going to take that on my large tapered face brush and just place that on the cheeks. It's so, so pretty, this nude colour. I do have highlighter on, of course, and I'm just going to blend that out. And finally, the lips. I'm actually going to use the Revlon Just Bitten in Twilight. It's from a pound shop, and it's a felt tip pen lip tint with a balm. And the point of these is to give you that sort of your lips but better look. So they're just a tint, and because when this dries down I'll use the balm on its own rather than reapplying lipstick all day. This balm lasts quite a long time. It dries down really, really quickly. It's actually dried down now, so just using the balm. And the reason I've done that is because I don't want to be reapplying lipstick all day. I sort of want to make sure that my face looks quite natural still. And that is the finished look. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I will link the video for Vicky down below. You'll see a video from us every 2 weeks. And then on the other week, so every 2 weeks on a Friday, you'll see a video collab with me and Vicky. And then every 2 weeks, as of like next Friday, there's still a collab with Victoria and Claire, and that's coming to an end in 2 times because the Colour of the Rainbow challenge. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. Not coming to an end, but we've got a new challenge coming up, so keep an eye out for that, and I look forward to seeing you. Oh, thumbs up if you'd like this. Let me know what you think of my collabs. Let me know what you think of the looks. Have you got the Iconic Pro 2? Would you use it a bit more now you've seen these looks? Drop a message down below if you want to respond to any of those questions. Give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. And as usual, if you want to subscribe, I would really love that. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you very much. Take care.